Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. The game you're tuning in for isn't quite ready yet. Remember, you can follow other games with the MyTown TV smartphone app. Download it today. Our broadcast will begin shortly. Thank you for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can follow us on Instagram for our complete broadcast schedule and more. This broadcast will begin in just a few minutes. This is the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can find our coverage on your smart TV with our Roku and Apple TV apps. We'll begin our broadcast in just a few moments. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. The game you're tuning in for isn't quite ready yet. Remember, you can follow other games with the MyTown TV smartphone app. Download it today. Our broadcast will begin shortly. Thank you for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can follow us on Instagram for our complete broadcast schedule and more. This broadcast will begin in just a few minutes. This is the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can find our coverage on your smart TV with our Roku and Apple TV apps. We'll begin our broadcast in just a few moments. Please stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. The game you're tuning in for isn't quite ready yet. Remember, you can follow other games with the MyTown TV smartphone app. Download it today. Our broadcast will begin shortly. Thank you for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can follow us on Instagram for our complete broadcast schedule and more. This broadcast will begin in just a few minutes. This is the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can find our coverage on your smart TV with our Roku and Apple TV apps. We'll begin our broadcast in just a few moments. Please stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. The game you're tuning in for isn't quite ready yet. Remember, you can follow other games with the MyTown TV smartphone app. Download it today. Our broadcast will begin shortly. Thank you for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can follow us on Instagram for our complete broadcast schedule and more. This broadcast will begin in just a few minutes. This is the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can find our coverage on your smart TV with our Roku and Apple TV apps. We'll begin our broadcast in just a few moments. Please stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. The game you're tuning in for isn't quite ready yet. Remember, you can follow other games with the MyTown TV smartphone app. Download it today. Our broadcast will begin shortly. Thank you for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can follow us on Instagram for our complete broadcast schedule and more. This broadcast will begin in just a few minutes. This is the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet.
You are looking live at James A. Anderson Gymnasium on the campus of Ashland Blazer High School in the extreme northeast corner of the Bluegrass State, otherwise known as the center of the basketball universe. Good evening, everybody. Good afternoon, I should say. I'm Chris Pullum. With me, the voice of the Rowan County High School Athletics Program, Mr. Nathan River. Nathan, thanks for joining me today here at James A.
This should be a good one. Rowan County, Rowan County played last night. Struggled a little bit in the first half, but really turned it on in the second half, and was able to pull away with a victory in another 61st district matchup.
And on the other side, Ashland, I think if you talk to Coach Stacy Davis, maybe they're not really hitting on all cylinders right now, so they need to get back in tune before the postseason comes around, which is right around the corner. We're going to take a break. You're watching the MyTown matchup, and this is the Ashland Credit Union pregame show right here on MyTown TV.
Whoa, hey, fellas. You know the routine.
My bad. We got you.
John?
Now entering Clarks, number 24 from Georgetown, Kentucky, Malachi Marino. Make some noise for number 22, Drayton Hawthorne. You know him, you can't guard him. From Woodford County, number 2, Jasper Johnson.
Return. Fresh. Fuel. Clarks.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for two.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
I was tired, wasn't getting very good sleep. I was dragging. I think deep down I knew something was wrong. Felt quite a bit of pain in my chest. Next thing you knew, I was doing a heart cath. I absolutely felt better immediately. Right back to work Monday morning with no kind of complications whatsoever. I know a lot about heating and air conditioning, but you guys are the ones that know about hearts.
Inspired heart care at UK King's Daughters.
This country runs on skilled hands, and right now, we don't have enough of them. Electrician jobs are booming, and IBEW Local 317 is training the folks who'll keep America lit. If you're ready to learn a trade that matters, visit us at 1848 Madison Avenue, Huntington.
It's not just about saving up. It's learning what it means to earn something for yourself, a few dollars at a time. It's about earning your independence. Every deposit, every goal, every step closer. People's Bank. Working together, building success.
And we're back with the Ashland Credit Union pregame show live from James A. Anderson Gymnasium. It's a MyTown matchup, Rowan and Ashland, and we're about 12 minutes away from tipping off. And as always, all of our programming fueled by Clark's Pump and Shop, John Clark Oil, and presented by Big Sandy Superstores. And as I mentioned, I have the voice of Rowan County right next to me, Nathan River. He'll join me for the entire broadcast. And Nathan, why don't you orient our Ashland fans, show them, tell them what this Rowan County team's all about.
Well, most of the offense is going to go through Kelby Ford, but Rowan County does have some offensive weapons that, if she's having an off night or maybe struggling a little bit, players like Ellie Ingalls, she's hitting 34.1% from three-point land, and when she gets hot, she can get real hot. Cassie Perkins and Josie Furnish down underneath tend to bang around quite a bit. They get to a lot of loose balls, and Lauren Eastham is just an all-around player. She may not score a lot, but she seems to be around the ball almost all of the time.
Well, you had a chance to catch up with Coach Matt Stokes before this matchup. Let's listen to what he had to say.
All right, folks, I'm here with Rowan County head coach Matt Stokes. Matt had a close one last night, probably a little closer than I think the paper, if you were to play this game on paper, it was a bit closer than that with Bath County. Bath County, for the first half, played pretty good defense and really wrapped up Kelby Ford. Tell us about last night's game and kind of what you took away from it.
Yeah, it was a tough game for us. You could tell Bath County's getting more confident in themselves. I think Melanie does an awesome job with them. the physicality we didn't match in the first half. I felt like they came out, were physical, and we kind of backed off. And that was something we talked about at halftime. It's like, they're playing physical. Use that to your advantage, whether it's going back door or doing a rip through with the basketball and attacking them. So we did better in the second half. But, if you look at our back county games, we played them 3 times already this year, and they've gotten better each game as we played them. So, I think they've gotten a whole lot better. And I know their record doesn't show it, but they play hard. They got a group of kids that are getting after it. They play together really well. So, I think we struggled a little bit, but I think it was mostly because of how intense they played against us last night. It wasn't us just being bad. It was the way they played really well.
How much, we've had so much snow and ice over the past couple weeks. How much of that may have played into it as well? And how do you keep your teams focused when you've got multiple days off in a row?
Yeah, it's been tough. And, everybody has to, everybody's gone through it. It's not just us, missing days or whatever. Everybody's done it. And, I do feel like we were playing better basketball before the snow hit. We're trying to get back to that point. We still got a couple weeks left in this season, try to get back to where we were playing our best basketball. And, it's so hard hit or miss with this getting into the gym to practice. We had 2 or 3 practices and played a game, and they weren't even practices. They were open gyms because not everybody could get in, So we did some open gyms, let the kids come in and shoot. And then you start playing games. And it's like, oh, we're almost back at starting the season all over again. And so it's been difficult, but, we're not the only ones in that position. Everybody else is too. We just got a lot of young kids that we rely on. So we've really got to work with them and make sure everybody's on the same page.
All right, one more question before we let you go. I want to ask you about McKinley Mann. Last few games I've seen her come off the bench. She's impressed me. She's impressed me with her ball anticipation in the passing lanes, using those big, long arms. Thought she played really well off the bench last night. Tell me what she brings to the court when she comes in.
Yeah, she's really come a long way this year. I think, at the beginning of the year, she was probably our 7th or 8th man, and now you could probably put her as your 6th man coming in off the bench. She uses that length to her advantage. She's just real quick. And one of the things we complained about last night is we didn't anticipate. We didn't look for that pass and get in the passing lane. And, we put her in the game, that really changed. She got a lot of deflections. She might not come up with a steal, but if you'll notice, she gets a lot of deflections on passes because she is anticipating what they're doing. And the same for Leah. Both of them, when you bring them both in, her and Leah both as 8th graders, really change what type of defense we can play and the aggressiveness that we can be because of their length and their size. And, now we got to get them more focused on the offensive end, knocking a few more shots down. They get a little gun shy when they're out there with the varsity girls. And, it's something that they got to learn. Like, if you're open, we want you to shoot the ball. You're not supposed to go pass it to Kelby. Kelby's going to get on to you if you give up a wide open shot just to pass it to her. So defensively, McKinley and Leah both have been great for us coming off the bench, and McKinley can shoot the ball. So once she gets that confidence going and shooting the basketball, she's going to be pretty tough.
Coach, I appreciate your time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Trust is something earned, not given. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank, headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
Your family deserves nothing but the best.
The sky's the limit. Drew and Jonathan's Modular One sofas and sectionals at Big Sandy. They're fully customizable, oh so comfortable. and affordable. Modular One can be designed precisely to your liking with multiple available pieces to choose from in 7 great colors starting at $4.99. Pick what you need, combine, adjust, that's it. Your room, your way.
Shop Drew and Jonathan Home at Big Sandy Superstore.
Degree in your own backyard on your own terms. Ohio University Southern delivers affordable, flexible degrees that are always in demand in our community or can take you anywhere. Move your career forever forward.
Being able to spend time with patients is really what does make the biggest difference.
My goal is to get you as well as I can so that you don't need a doctor as often.
With expert clinicians offering personalized care in pediatrics, mental health, pharmacy, dental, and so much more. We're more than your family doctor. We're your doctor in the family.
And we're back with the MyTown matchup here on MyTown TV. It's the Ashland Kittens and Rowan County, who will face off in about 4.5 minutes. We talked about Rowan before the break and heard from Coach Matt Stokes. We want to thank him for joining us. And now let's talk about these Ashland Kittens who back into this game, and it is senior night, I should mention. The Kittens saying goodbye to 3 seniors, 2 longer-term seniors with Ariana Gully and Gabby Carley, and then Brooklyn Campbell, who came over just this season, also graduating, and that ceremony was held. And after this game, if you rewind on YouTube, which I know that's not what you do, but I'm just going to say it that way, to the beginning of this broadcast, you can see the senior night festivities here from James A. But all 3 girls moving on to play at the next level. Ariana Gully signed today to play at Indiana Tech along with big sister Jaden Gully. And it will be Gabby Carley heading to Malone University next year. And then just this week, Brooke Campbell committed to play next season at Kentucky Christian. So all 3 Ashland seniors moving on to the next level, and that's something, of course, we like to see here at MyTown TV. And we hope we can play a part in the development and the exposure for all of these young athletes that we cover, and in hopes of helping them achieve their goals of making it to the next level. As I mentioned, Ashland backing into this one after a big win on Monday the 2nd at Boyd County in a game that, the score doesn't really tell the whole story. It was a closer game than how it actually ended up. They went on the road Thursday and played Huntington Expression Prep in the bubble in Huntington. Ended up losing that one 51-47 in a game that was covered by our friend Tyler Rowland on 93.3 on the radio. It was not streaming, so you wouldn't have seen it there, but we were able to catch up with Coach Stacy Davis before tonight's tip-off, and let's listen to what she had to say.
I'm here with Ashland coach Stacy Davis. Coach, today, bittersweet. You get to celebrate the accomplishments of your seniors, but also one step closer to saying goodbye to them. Your thoughts?
It is. It's hard to believe. It goes so fast. Ari and Gabby have been with us for 4 years. 4-year starters for us this year, so it's a little emotional there seeing them go. It's 2 that you can't replace, and Brooke Campbell comes in this year and it's fit right in with our little sisterhood. So senior nights it is, like you said, it's good to get to celebrate their accomplishments and stuff, but you realize it's a little bit closer to them moving on, and all 3 of them are moving on to play at the next level. So that's a great achievement. We know that their athletic career is going to continue.
Coach, speaking of wrapping up, we're in the last month of the regular season. This is the point where your team starts to tune up, getting ready for postseason play. Where do you think you are?
We do. Well, I think with the snow days a little bit and the lack of not playing games consistently, I think it's kind of like put us in a little bit of like a stall. It is usually February. You're playing a lot. You're getting ready for postseason. So today's Monday, weather should be good. So hopefully we start getting that consistency of games and correct a few things we need to and get that game flow back in and focus for March.
Finally, it's Rowan County today. What do you have to get right to get a win?
We got to take care of some things that we haven't done really well last 2 games. We've got to execute our offensive defensive scheme, and we got to quit dribbling the air out of the ball and move better on offense. So we got some things that I think we've fallen away from that we were doing early on. I don't know if it's because, like I said, we practice so much. The girls are just, I find myself dragging a little bit too. And so just some things ourselves that we need to work on and take care of on our side.
Coach, thanks for your time. We'll be right back on My Town TV.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we're here to make every moment even better. From grabbing lunch at Fat Patty's, to sweets at Sweet Peace Bakery, to finding the perfect gift downtown at the local Mercantile or Holly Bees. Your MCCU card helps you shop local with just a tap. This season, support local and pay with ease all around Ashland with MCCU with our new Tap to Pay debit and credit cards. Your money, your future, your choice. Members Choice Credit Union.
This country runs on skilled hands, and right now, we don't have enough of them. Electrician jobs are booming, and IBEW Local 317 is training the folks who'll keep America lit. If you're ready to learn a trade that matters, visit us at 1848 Madison Avenue, Huntington.
Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for two.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
Fresh Start Health is now accepting new patients in Moorhead. Walk-ins are welcome for primary care, counseling, hepatitis and STI treatment, psychiatry, and addiction medicine. Book online at freshstarthealth.com or call 606-225-8200. Fresh Start Health, next to Fazoli's, Moorhead.
Stuck in a job that's going nowhere? Discover your potential at Ashland Community and Technical College. With career-focused programs and hands-on training, ACTC sets you up for a brighter future. Learn more at ashland.kctcs.edu.
From hand-cut steaks to fall-off-the-bone ribs, Texas Roadhouse has something for everyone. Visit TexasRoadhouse.com or download the Texas Roadhouse mobile app to get on the wait list or place a to-go order online. Fresh baked bread and honey cinnamon butter await at Texas Roadhouse. Order their legendary catering for your next event. Located at 501 Winchester Avenue across from Ashland.
We'll go straight to Chuck Briss with tonight's starting lineups.
And guarded by the senior number 11, Gabby Carley. And it forward by 11 senior number 25, Ariana Gully.
So there you have it, your starting lineups both ways. First for the visiting Rowan County Lady Vikings, number 1, Ellie Ingalls, number 3, Lauren Eastham, number 14, Kelby Ford, number 23, Cassie Perkins, and number 34, Josie Furnish. And for Ashland, one change from their usual starting lineup in that Brooke Campbell will get the start for Ashland in place of Addison Wolf, as it is senior night. So it's Alexis Troxler, Brooke Campbell, Brooklyn Duckweiler, Gabby Carley, and Ariana Gully. Any final thoughts before we get started here, Nathan?
Let's watch some basketball.
Here we go. And Rowan controls the tip. It's back tapped immediately by Duckweiler. Here's Troxler now, low block. Had nowhere to go, just handed it off to Gully, who will power it up and in. So the senior on senior night opens her account early. Ashland trying to pick up full court.
This will be a game really, inside game versus outside game. Who's going to dominate? Is it going to be down into the paint, or is it going to be Rowan County's three-point shooting?
Here's Ford now, 35 feet from the basket. Eastham had it tapped away by Duckweiler. She's ahead of the pack. Duckweiler on the right side had it blocked by Eastham from behind. Gully with a rebound and put back, gets it to flush. And Nathan, that's what Ashland does so well defensively, is they try to turn you over in the backcourt. They're really quick in that press, and you've got to be able to handle that pressure, don't you?
Yeah, and getting close to a 10-second violation right there.
Corner shot from Perkins, back iron no good, rebounded by Gully. The Kittens off to the races now. It's Carley. She'll kick out to the wing. Duckweiler feigns the three, instead dribbles to the elbow, nothing there. Here's Brooke Campbell. And now Carley will reset things for the Kittens. Heavy screen from Gully frees up Carley, who missed the shot, but Gully with a rebound had it knocked out of bounds off Josie Furnish, so Ashland will have it out of bounds underneath.
And that's something you'll see Rowan County do on defense quite a bit, is if you bring the ball down underneath, they are going to go for it. Eastham had a few ticky-tack fouls called on her last night and doing something similar.
Troxler all the way under and gets the finish. And you called it right before the game, Nathan. Ashland would look to try to establish themselves inside early, in their first 3 buckets, all inside 2 feet, 2 Gullies and a Troxler. Carley across the timeline.
Rowan playing that 2-3 zone.
Ooh, had the high-low, but missed Gully underneath. Carley, back to Duck, inside. Gully mishandles it. Falls right into the lap of Carley, who tried to turn the corner, lost her footing. Campbell will rise from 3. Shot no good. Rebound Gully again. Back out to Campbell, one more to Carley. Troxler feigns the 3, instead drives, floater up and in and foul.
Good ball movement there by the Kittens.
See who that foul went against. Troxler on the season a 75% free throw shooter. That foul went against Josie Furnish. That's her first, team first. Engel looks up and finds Perkins wide open for 3 and buries it. Cassie Perkins with a triple puts Rowan County on the board.
And that's the thing with that full court press.
Now another chance for Rowan. That pass misdirected by Eastham, and now it's Gully, top of the key. Had it back tapped by Perkins. Ball still loose, takeaway by Perkins. Numbers for Rowan County. Perkins on the left side, fouled on the way up by Gabby Carley. She'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, with that full court press, Rowan will almost always send somebody down court. And just like that last possession, they found him open, was able to hit the 3.
Perkins on the season, a 60% free throw shooter. Eyes the first one and rolls it in.
That is one part of Rowan County's game that they struggle with, is at the free throw line. They shoot just over 60%, although last night they shot 89.
You know, that's when we take a sample size of teams' free throw shooting percentage on the season, we should do like a before Christmas and an after Christmas. If you look at the Ashland boys, before Christmas they were shooting right at 69% from the free throw line. Since Christmas they've been almost 80%.
I think Rowan County boys are very similar.
Duckweiler now in the corner, dribbles it back out, finds Troxler on the elbow, finds some room to create. Campbell now with her third three attempt, no good. Tapped out, controlled by Ford. Ford now has Ingalls on the wing with her, nowhere to go. Instead kicks to Perkins. And Easton will reset. Ingalls with a step on Troxler. Ingalls now matched up against Alexis Troxler. Ashland's sort of utility knife defensively, Nathan. She can guard all 5 positions. While she gives up some quickness to a player like Ingalls, she can usually recover with her length. As you saw right there, she got a hand on that shot. Perkins, another 3 in the corner, this time short.
Looked a little rushed on that shot.
Carly threads the needle to find Gully, but she couldn't get the finish. And Ford fumbled the ball as she was trying to pass it up to Ingalls, who had some room to run. So Ashland will have it underneath their own basket on the turnover. And Jenna Delaney, it's good to see her back in the Ashland lineup after being out for most of the season with a hip injury. Sustained it in the second game of the season, and it was a non-contact injury. So most importantly for her, she should be ready for softball season, Nathan.
I'm ready for softball season.
That's ready for the weather to change and get outside. Gully.
Here's another example. Rowan County kind of looking for that ball down underneath. Got the turnover and then turned it right back.
Another case where Perkins just mishandled it, trying to get the ball out, ended up taking a second dribble.
You can get the sense Rowan County knows that Ashland's going to come at them even in the back court, so they're trying to get it out quick and just having trouble getting a handle on the ball to get it out.
Back to the corner to Campbell. Takeaway by Ford. Rowan trying to hit in transition. Ingalls will eye it and try it. Missed it. Carly ahead to Delaney. Delaney with the runner off the mark. And another travel as Duckweiler got there just as the outlet pass from Furnish got to Perkins, and it made her stutter step enough to create another turnover. Brooke Campbell now out of the game, and Zoe J. Smith on for the Kittens. Carly up top, turns the corner, elbow J, no good. Delaney gets another chance for Ashland, and now a rebound by Eastham. Ashland sticking with a man-to-man. It's the 8th grader Zoe J. Smith now on the sophomore Kelby Ford. She tries to turn the corner on the right side, powers it up, no good. Rebound ripped down by Gully. Ashland on the move. It's Carly to Delaney. Back to Carly. Duckweiler, 3-ball, corner pocket, got it. Brooklyn Duckweiler with a triple, her first bucket of the game. Makes it 12-4 Kittens. Duckweiler almost with a steal there. You have to be so careful against this Ashland zone. They are trying to aggressively turn you over.
Yeah, you can't have any lazy passes.
No. Ellie Ingalls, Furnish, back cut to Ford. Good design play and good enough to get the foul against Zoe J. Smith. So Ford will go to the line where she is a 66% free throw shooter on the season. That's the second team foul against the Kittens here in the first period. In and out. Right now, Nathan, Rowan just needs to see the ball go through the hoop.
Yeah, I feel like they're playing pretty decent defense down here on the defensive end of the court, that last 3 notwithstanding. And even then, they're just slightly late on the rotation.
I think most teams would be happy holding this Kittens team to 12 points with 95 seconds to go in the quarter. Carly step through, gets the finger roll to fall. That's Carly's first bucket of the game. And Ashland creates another turnover. My view is obstructed. I didn't see what happened there, but Ashland will have it underneath their own basket.
Yeah, Pudge Stafford was in my way as well.
Ashland really struggles on these out of bounds underneath, Nathan. Good curl by Delaney. Her shot challenged by Eastham. Perfect timing by Lauren Eastham.
And it's another example of Eastham just being where the ball is and making a play. You know, she may not show up in the scorebook a lot, but she's always around the basketball making something happen.
Duckweiler
there
misses
with
the
the
run.
rebound.
And tied up by Carly. Possession will go towards Rowan County with 1:02 left in the quarter. So another chance for Rowan County to cut into this Ashland lead. Got to be real careful against this Ashland team with Troxler up front. She can make it very difficult on a team to get the ball across half court. Delaney with a takeaway, shuffles it onto Carly, ahead to Smith. Smith on the left side gets it to fall. 16-5, Kittens with 37 seconds left in the quarter. Ford trying to avoid that double team up top. Furnish. Perkins, back to Furnish. Perkins. The runner, no good. Delaney with a board. 20 seconds left. Ashland wants to hit one more time here before the end of the quarter. Here's Duckweiler with a hezzy. Left-hand shot, no good. Rebound controlled by Furnish. 10 seconds left. Here's Ford. Ahead to Engel. Wide open. Good look. The desperation heave from Carly will be good. And she nails it. Three-quarter court, Gabby Carly with the triple. And that's how we have it after one. It's 19-7 Kittens. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this on MyTown TV.
Whoa, hey, fellas. You know the routine.
My bad. We got you.
Tom?
Now entering Clarks, number 24 from Georgetown, Kentucky, Malachi Marino. Make some noise for number 22, Braden Hawthorne. You know him, you can't guard him. From Woodford County, number 2, Jasper Johnson.
Return, refresh, fuel. Clarks.
Start the second quarter in this MyTown matchup, Ashland and Rowan County. It's Ashland ahead 19-7 after a three-quarter court heave at the buzzer. Gabby Carly put Ashland ahead 12. Of course, all of our programming fueled by Clark's Pump and Shop and John Clark Oil and presented by Big Sandy Superstores. Jenna Delaney will trigger it in for the Kittens, and we are underway. It's like Rowan might have switched to a man, and they have. Carly tried to turn the corner on Ford, but Ford squared her up. Here's Troxler now. She'll let it fly from three. She'll knock it down, too. Alexis Troxler on the season, only a 16% three-point shooter. She stepped up and buried that one. Here's Ford as Zoe Smith gambled. Ford goes long, and now it's Furnish underneath. Shot no good. Furnish pushed Smith going for that rebound, so it will be a foul on Josie Furnish. And now Samantha Pecco will come on.
Pico.
Thank you for that.
I got you.
I struggled with that, which way I was going to go with it before the game. I should have just asked you. I've got the voice of Rowan County here beside me, for goodness sakes. So we've got Laura Short and Addison Wolf on for Ashland. Here's Troxler in the pivot now for Ashland with Gully on the bench.
I believe Pico started a few games this season for the Lady Vikings.
A tie-up between Pico and Wolf will give possession to Rowan County. And I recall Pico last year in the 16th region tournament playing to some positive effect for Rowan County. Eastham finds Ford to the corner, back to Perkins, her three, off the mark. Pico able to save it into Ford. Ford kicks it back out. Ingles, 3-ball, short. Carly with a rebound.
Ingles started off the game last night, missing a few, and then she turned it on in the second quarter.
Foul or a tie-up? That'll be a tie-up between Ford and Short. And the Cavalry coming back on for Ashland. Carly and Smith off. Duckweiler and Gully back on.
McKinley Mann coming in for the Lady Vikings.
You spoke very highly of her in our conversations before the game. I'm anxious to see her contribute here.
I like her length and I like her pass. She anticipates a pass really well.
Troxler slipped behind the Rowan defense for an easy bucket. Ashland now with a 24-7 lead.
One of the things Coach Stokes said about her is that when her and Staggs come in, it really changes the way they can play defense with their length.
Coach Matt Stokes, was able to get a timeout there. It's a Blackburn Avenue Giovanni's 32nd timeout. So I'll take this opportunity to remind everyone tomorrow the last football game of the year takes place. And what a better time to call your Blackburn Avenue Giovanni's and get your order in. I would advise you to call early. Let's say if they usually have it ready in 20 minutes, you might want to give them 45 because tomorrow will be a very busy day at the Blackburn Avenue Giovanni's, Nathan.
Where are you planning on watching the game?
I'm watching it at home with probably lasagna from Blackburn Avenue Giovanni's in front of me. I'm assuming the Sunday special, the 2 for $15, 2 Italian dishes, so it could be like baked spaghetti, lasagna, whatever you might want, for $15. So
it's a pretty good deal.
I'll probably just eat one of them, though. Here's Ingles. Under pressure from Lauren Short. She'll back it out and reset. The entire right side cleared out for her to go to work. Short called for the hand check.
Our referees for tonight are Bill Renzi, Barry Newsom, and Dave Pudge Stafford. Dave told me before the game, he goes, yeah, I'm retired from officiating, and then looked at me.
Pico trying to make a move on Wolf. Steps through, gets her shot up, no good. Tapped over to Gully. Check that. Troxler. Now it's Brooklyn Duckweiler bringing it up for the Kittens. High screen from Gully. Nice dump down. Gully just mishandled it. It spins back in the lane. Her shot off the mark, rebounded by Kelby Ford. Here comes Rowan. Ford's 3 in and out. Wolf able to pull down the board and is fouled 90 feet from the basket by Samantha Pico. That's her first foul of the game. It's the second foul of the quarter against Rowan County, Nathan.
You know, and I was getting ready to say, Rowan County's been playing pretty decent defense. They just cannot get anything to fall on the offensive end.
They've had some good looks.
They've gone back to that full court or the 2-3 zone.
Yeah, you mentioned Rowan having a lot of trouble getting shots to fall right now. Do you attribute any of that to the fact that they played less than 24 hours ago at home and then got on the road this morning to come here?
That shot even right there, you know, I've seen most of their shots have seemed short. A lot of the threes have been on the front of the rim.
Duckweiler misses the runner. Rebound controlled by Eastham. Her baseball pass off the mark.
Speaking of softball, I believe she's has signed to play softball at the next level.
Nice. And I'm sure you'll be covering her on the softball field this spring.
Like I said, I'm looking forward to softball season.
Duckweiler to short. Top of the key. Might have got away with a walk there. Duckweiler now back into the paint to Wolf. Wolf's going to throw up the left-hander way off the mark. Short hat up, but instead it's man going the other way. Pico for 3. No good.
Brown County will let it go from about 23, 24 feet back.
Duckweiler drop down to Gully. Gully going to work on the low block. Missed the shot. Easton with the rebound. Kelby Ford gets a step on short. Shot blocked by Duck. Picked up by Pico. One more to Ingles. Her triple off the mark. Duckweiler able to, I thought she sent that off of Pico, and she did. Referee Bill Renzi just pointed the wrong direction. So Brooke Campbell back on for Ashland with Gabby Carley. And Lee Staggs also on for Rowan. Carley. She'll pull it back. Wants the screen from Gully. Campbell, 3-ball, corner, got it. Brooke Campbell on senior night. Headed to Kentucky Christian University next year. Drills one from deep in the corner. Ashland now with a 20-point lead, 27-7 over Rowan. Here's man. Staggs. Smith closely guarding Ford. Now it's Perkins. She'll rise and fire from 3 off the mark. Shots just aren't falling right now for Rowan, rather. Gully lifts her defender. Shot blocked. Gully, I think, thought she got fouled. Ford's shot off the mark. It's a late challenge, came from Carley. I think disrupted her shooting rhythm. That pass from Campbell off the mark on the skip to high opposite. Thought she had Duckweiler and did, just the pass off the mark, as I mentioned. So what do you do here, Nathan? Rowan, you need to get some buckets here in the last 2 minutes and 27 seconds. That went off of Ashland. Ashland makes it so tough for you to score inside.
Well, Rowan's never been, like you said, they get a lot of their points from beyond the arc, and they're just not falling right now.
Yeah.
It's something I think Coach Stokes, when he goes to him at halftime, you all are going to have to realize your shots are falling short because you're a little tired. Go ahead and give that extra jump.
Perkins throws that one away, and Zoe Smith tried to run it down. Instead, she let it go over the line, so Ashland will have it. 1st and 10. I'm in a football mood right now. We got the Super Bowl tomorrow.
For the big game.
That's right.
Don't want anybody to get mad at us for using a term. But here around County, you've got Staggs and man there at the top of the zone. Just that's a lot of length for them.
Oh, nice finish by Carley. And Rowan needs to do a better job of closing in. Ashland's been able to get past that first layer of their zone defense with the dribble. Perkins. Here's Perkins again out front, needs some help, finds Ford.
Ashland, I think, rotates on defense better than every team I've seen yet this year.
Duckweiler, right hand layup, good. So Brooklyn now with 5 and a minute 15 left. Ashland with a 31-7 lead. Coach Davis believes there was a backcourt violation there. Smith able to check that. Campbell able to save it into Smith. Here's Carley, under a minute to play. Dump down, Gully on the left side with the bucket. Gully had been quiet for most of the second quarter, her first bucket since early in this one. There's a block by Gully. And a foul will be assessed to Lee Staggs.
Leah
Staggs. Thank you. So Zoe Smith off and Jenna Delaney back on. 42 seconds left in the half. Here's Duckweiler, Delaney up top. Delaney trying to find some room down the right side, kicks to Duck in the corner, 3, got it. Her second triple of the game. Duckweiler with 8. Here's man in the corner, check that. That is man, right? Yeah.
That's man.
That'll stay with Rowan. My view was obstructed there for a moment. Lauren Eastham will trigger it in. Ford's going to have to run it down. Couldn't save it. So it'll be Ashland's ball and another chance to get on the board with 15 seconds left. Here's Carly. 10 seconds. High screen from Gully. Here's Campbell. Duckweiler, 5 seconds. Carly, 2 seconds. Thrown away, and that should, nope. Rowan will have it with 0.5 seconds left, but
we're going to get another half-court shot?
We could. We've got time for a catch and shoot. We've got time for a catch and shoot. Ford with the long ball. Off the backboard, and that's how the half will end. It's the Ashland Kittens with a big lead over Rowan County at the half, 36-7. We'll be right back with the Buffalo Wild Wings halftime show right here on MyTown TV.
Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for 2.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
Buckle up, phone down. Buckle up, put your phone down, yeah, yeah. Buckle up, phone down. Buckle up, put your phone down, yeah, yeah. Buckle up, phone down. Buckle up, put your phone down, yeah, yeah. Buckle up, phone down. Buckle up, put your phone down. Ooh. Put your phone.
Be safe, Kentucky. Buckle up and put the phone down.
At Big Sandy Superstore, we support factories and workers right here in the USA. We're always looking for American-made brands that are built to last and made to matter. Because American-made means jobs and opportunities in our communities. You'll get big savings on American-made brands when you shop right here and can feel good knowing you're supporting your neighbors, friends, and family. Built here, sold here. Big Sandy Superstore.
Cycling with my wife was a lifestyle for me. The more and more I cycled, the harder and harder it was to get out of chairs. It was restricting everything that I could do. The ultimate result was hip replacements. King's Daughters, they were fantastic. The same day I got home from the hospital, I hopped right on my bike. Knowing that you can get back on your bike and go out and accomplish something that you didn't think you'd be able to, it's just amazing.
Inspired orthopedics care at UK King's Daughters.
Trust is something earned, not given. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank, headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
And we're back with the Buffalo Wild Wings halftime show. Chris Pullum, Nathan River, and it's Ashland ahead 36-7. And, you know, Nathan, you called this Rowan County team last night when they played Bath County, and you know they put up what did they put up last night? 60-some points.
60 points.
Yeah, and tonight the shots just aren't falling, are they?
You know they're not, and you know in some of the pregame stuff, you know we had talked about some of these talking points. I think it was off the air, but with the keys for Ashland, keys for Rowan, really Ashland is doing all of their keys that they're going to needed to do to win. Round shooters are just not hitting from three. And
they've had good looks.
They've had good looks, and it's just not falling. Maybe that's the case because they played last night, turning around, driving an hour down the interstate, and playing again in the afternoon. You got to wonder maybe if that extra 2-3 hour difference, had this game started at 6:30 or 8:30 or 7:30, it may have made a little bit of a difference. Round's just having a hard time breaking this defense.
Yeah, you mentioned to me during the break, and I hadn't noticed it, but it was a good catch. Rowan did not score in the second quarter, although they had plenty of open shots, just couldn't get their shots to fall. And let's talk about the scorers so far in this game. In the first half, it was Rowan County led by Cassie Perkins with 4 points, a 3 and a free throw. Behind her, Ellie Engels, she had 2, and then it was Pico, Ford, and Furnish, each with a point. And on the other side for Ashland, they were led by Brooklyn Duckweiler and Alexis Troxler, both with 8 points. Ariana Gully had 6. Gabby Carley had 7. Zoe Smith and Brooke Campbell each had 3, and that's where we are. We're going to take another break. We'll be back to talk about what both teams need to do going forward here in this game. You're watching the Buffalo Wild Wings halftime show, MyTown TV. We'll be right back.
Whoa, hey, fellas. You know the routine.
My bad. We got you.
Tom?
Now entering Clarks, number 24 from Georgetown, Kentucky, Malachi Marino. Make some noise for number 22, Brayden Hawthorne. You know him, you can't guard him. From Woodford County, number 2, Jasper Johnson.
Return, refresh, fuel. Clarks.
At Primary Plus, we're more than just a healthcare provider. Since 1983, we have been proudly serving communities across northeastern Kentucky, providing state-of-the-art care to the region we call home. With expert clinicians offering personalized care, and we're more than your family doctor. We're your doctor in the family.
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
Stuck in a job that's going nowhere? Discover your potential at Ashland Community and Technical College. With career-focused programs and hands-on training, ACTC sets you up for a brighter future. Learn more at ashland.kctcs.edu.
Mom, what's for dinner?
And we're back at James A. Anderson Gymnasium for this MyTown matchup, Ashland and Rowan County. And it's been all one-way traffic here in the first half. Ashland out to a 36-7 lead. And, I asked you, Nathan, during the break to get real technical on your advice for Rowan County on how to get back into this one. But, it really boils down to one thing, doesn't it?
Making shots.
Yeah, exactly.
And you made the point after we said that, when you make a shot, it allows you to set your defense up on the defensive end. And, Rowan County, for the most part, has played fairly good defense. There's a small stretch, about a 2-3 minute stretch towards the end of the second quarter where they were giving up some open looks. But for the most part, even with not being able to set your defense up, they played fairly good defense with only scoring 7. You made the point, with only scoring 7 points. To have Ashland only score 36 is actually you don't like it, but it could be a whole lot worse.
Right, because what's Ashland want to do? They want to get out and run, and when they can hit you off balance in transition because you missed a shot and you got a long rebound or you turned the ball over, that's when they can really score points at a very high rate. So, Rowan's defense would be helped even more if they could make shots on the other end. You're absolutely right about that. We're going to take our final break. When we come back, we'll tip off the second half right here on MyTown TV.
It's not just about saving up. It's learning what it means to earn something for yourself, a few dollars at a time. It's about earning your independence. Every deposit, every goal, every step closer. People's Bank. Working together, building success.
Earn a degree in your own backyard on your own terms. Ohio University Southern delivers affordable, flexible degrees that are always in demand in our community, or can take you anywhere. Move your career forever forward.
Pick six for $19.99, a perfect meal for two.
That's got a rhyme.
Well, how about munching on pick six, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap, rap. Pick six meal for two for $19.99.
We want to thank everybody who joined us for the Buffalo Wild Wings halftime show. We're back to tip things off for the second half. Coach Matt Stokes had a conversation with his team in the locker room, and we'll see what changes Rowan County makes. And for Ashland, as I mentioned before, it's hardly put a foot wrong in the first half with a 36-7 lead. Stacey Davis, I'm sure it's just more of that, although they did make some mistakes at times, some of their interior passing off the mark. And you mentioned Rowan, very good. If an inside player for Ashland drops the ball down to their waist, they're probably going to strip it away from them. So a few things for both teams to work out at the half. So Lauren Eastham will inbound for Rowan County, who has possession to start the final 16 minutes. Ellie Ingalls, the 8th grader, moving the chess pieces around the board for Rowan County. Here's Kelby Ford, doubled immediately, and she wants a timeout. Smart call. As you could tell, they were not ready for that jump. Rather than forcing a bad pass or turning it over, Rowan takes a Blackburn Avenue Giovanni's 30-second timeout. What's your favorite dish? Is it just you just go straight pizza?
I go straight pizza. I don't care where I'm at, but especially there, I really like the mushroom and pepperoni. I'm a big mushroom guy.
Not a banana pepper guy?
I like banana peppers.
Have you reached the age where you can't eat banana peppers?
Oh, no.
See, well, you'll get there. Trust me.
Well, normally the reason why I don't order the banana peppers is because my kids are also going to eat it. They're not big banana peppers
okay.
kids.
Fair.
They got a pretty good steak sandwich too, don't they?
They sure do. Here's Ford. She'll dribble it out with Duckweiler, stride for stride on her hip, and now Ingalls trying to get away from Carly. Ashland looks to ratchet up their defense.
Thought maybe Ingalls may have double dribbled when she caught that ball, but Bill Renzi said she didn't really have control of it, so that to be considered possession.
The post feed down to Kelby Ford, and she's fouled by Brooke Campbell.
And that may be something Rowan County needs to do, is go straight at some of these bigs, maybe try and get some of them in some foul trouble and get to the line and score without the clock moving.
Ford missed the front end of that one. Her second attempt, pure. Kelby with 2 free throws in the game, her only points here tonight. Carly under pressure from Ingalls. Taken away by Eastham. Numbers for Rowan County. Lauren Eastham had it tapped away by Carly at the last second, and now it's Gabby Carly leading the break for the Kittens the other way. And she's fouled on the way up by Ellie Ingalls. That's her first foul of the game. And that'll send Gabby Carly to the line, where On the season, she is a 71% shooter, up from 50%, which is where she sat in early January. First one, all net. Second one won't fall for Carly, and that one goes over the line off of Josie Furnish, so Ashland will get another chance.
We were talking off air about the difference in stats before Christmas and after Christmas, and I started thinking, well, there's been so few games after Christmas, I don't know how much of a difference it would be.
Carly with a feed down to Campbell. Her shot short, rebound Furnish. The thing is that, you know, when you have all these games canceled, these teams get out of rhythm. You're expecting to play, and then next thing you know, you've got 2 weeks where you don't even get a game in because of the weather. And Kelby Ford with a nice move there to finish inside.
Rowan County did a little bit what we were talking about off air about maybe spreading it out, letting either Ford or Ingalls do some work kind of by themselves.
Troxler turns the corner, rises, shot, rolls in.
Shooter's roll.
Troxler with her 10th point of the game, and Ashland out to a 39-10 lead. Ingalls trying to get around Carly, but Carly slammed that door shut. Nope. Tried again, and that time Ingalls just lost the handle.
She had a step, just couldn't corral the basketball.
6:16 to play in the third. Ashland really hasn't gone very deep into their bench so far. That's the one thing Ashland has that I think is an advantage over everybody else, is that pass was tapped but ran down by Ashland. Rebound pulled down by Troxler. Tried to kick to the corner to Duckweiler. That went off Kelby Ford, so it will be Ashland's ball out of bounds underneath. So Duckweiler deep in the corner. Finds Carly. Carly trying to work around Furnish. Instead kicks to Gully in the corner, and Ashland will reset. Campbell. Skip pass to Duckweiler. Post feed to Gully. Another find to Duckweiler, and Duckweiler missed the mark. Furnish with the rebound. Rowan County off and running. Ingalls will rise and fire. Free throw line short. Ashland will have it going the other way. They just seem to be short on a lot of their shots here tonight, in most likely fatigue. Troxler from the elbow. Lost the handle, but got it back out to Carly. Carly called for the travel on the step through. Nathan, when I played, that was a clear travel. Anymore, I don't even know what a travel is anymore.
I've always said the Euro step is a travel.
I think you should be able to get away with it if you're going towards the basket. Ford shot off the mark. Gully with a rebound. Kitten's out running. And a foul on Perkins as she had a handful of Gully's jersey.
I was watching a YouTube video of when Manute Bowl hit 6 3-pointers in a game.
I remember that game. That's how old I am.
And I think I posted one time, I was like, you know what? The funny thing about this isn't that he hit 6 3-pointers. It was the fact that he was called for traveling like twice or 3 times in an NBA game.
That's a hard thing to do in the NBA, is get called for traveling, especially in today's NBA.
And you're starting to see it dribble down into the college level, and then you're starting to see some of these extended steps here. Fewer and fewer getting called, although we've had quite a few today, but I think most of those were more double dribbles.
I think you're right. Gully knocks them both down. Ashland out to a 31-point lead with under 5 to play in the third period. Ingalls off the screen from Eastham. Here's Perkins. Skip pass to Ingalls. Nowhere to go. She has to back it out. Now trying to find room around Zoe J. Smith, her runner, no good, but Smith called for the hand check on the drive. And that's her second foul of the game. So Ingles gets 1 of 2, rebound Delaney. Here's Carly with her head up, looking for options. The double coming, instead finds Smith in the corner, post feed to Gully. Drop down to Delaney, and she can't get it to fall. That one's still loose.
There's Eastham again around the ball, making things happen.
Forward bumped by Gully at the elbow. And that'll be the first foul against Ariana Gully. Round with a 4-flat set. Eastham tied up for a moment by Delaney, but able to recover. Ingles spins back, trying to find room around Carly. Carly there for every turn. Eastham now into the paint, nowhere to go. Ingles 3-ball, short. Furnish with a rebound, out to Eastham.
I'd like to see Eastham take more shots.
She's very active. Right there, I'd like to see her roll more to the elbow instead of flare out. Eastham's going to reset with Duckweiler on her. Got to be real careful with Brooklyn Duckweiler. She is a quick-handed on-ball defender. Post feed over the hand of Ford. Here's Carly, step through with the finish. Carly with her 10th point of the game.
You know, Round had a fairly extended possession there, not really trying to rush anything. When you had a late turnover, which led to some points down here.
Ford trying to get something going. She's getting frustrated, wants a timeout.
Pico getting ready to come in.
Yep. Looked like Ford wanted more action on the strong side from her teammates. They just weren't moving, so she called a timeout. This will be a full timeout, so we'll take one with them. You're watching the MyTown matchup on MyTown TV. We'll be right back.
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
This country runs on skilled hands, and right now, we don't have enough of them. Electrician jobs are booming, and IBEW Local 317 is training the folks who'll keep America lit. If you're ready to learn a trade that matters, visit us at 1848 Madison Avenue, Huntington.
2:54 left here in the third. Ashland out to a 43-11 lead over Rowan County. And, you know, these two programs, they're competitive in just about every sport. In fact, they met last year, Nathan, in the finals of the 16th Region Softball Tournament. And some familiar faces out here on the court, isn't it?
Yeah. I wasn't at that game, but I watched it. Of course, Rowan wasn't one of our teams then, but Ashland was. And, you know, I believe Kelby plays. We know Eastham plays.
Yeah, for Ashland, you've got Delaney, you've got Duckweiler, Troxler. I mean, just a lot of talented multi-sport athletes out here.
Well, in a school like Rowan and Ashland as well, we're bigger size schools, but definitely not the biggest. And most of your athletes are going to play as many sports as possible. You don't have a lot of single sport athletes, which as a former coach I loved. I was not a fan of somebody who was just a softball player or just a basketball player. I just think it develops you more as an athlete as a whole to play multiple sports and give your body a rest.
Now Zoe R. Smith checked in, also softball player. You had at one point this season, Nathan, you had Zoe Smith, Duckweiler, and Delaney going back to back to back in several games straight. You had Duckweiler who hit 5 straight home runs on at bats. So It's a lot of power on that Ashland basketball team that also can, hit for power on the softball field as well.
Yeah, I like Duckweiler as a ball player. She, like you said, she's really strong, really quick bat, and she can sling some leather too.
Pico with a step through, finger roll, no good. Zoe Smith with a rebound.
Another example of Rowan having a decent shot, just not getting anything to fall.
Zoe Smith with a three, misses the mark. I was really hoping that Zoe R. Smith would kick to the corner to Zoe J. Smith so I could just call the Zoe Smith pass.
Zoe Smith squared.
Carly, the inbounder, has Zoe Smith all alone underneath, missed the shot. She's able to run down her own rebound. Finds Carly. Wolf. Zoe J. Smith back to Carly for three from the wing. Can't get it to fall. Carly gets her own rebound after it was bobbled around by several players. Gabby Carly dribbling through traffic, step through, left hand up and in. Taking her talents to Malone University next season. Gabby Carly makes it 45-11 Kittens. Pico. Now it's Eastham. Nice back cut by Ford. A great find from Eastham on that cut. Good offense there by Rowan County. Delaney misses the mark. Wolf with the board. Her step through. Falls.
Yeah, Rowan County, getting back to softball a little bit, they only had 3 seniors last year. Diamond Willis was really the big,
heck of a player,
the big contributor. But even on this basketball team, Cassie Perkins, Eastham who's taking the shot there. Ford.
Here's Mann. McKinney Mann with the shot, no good. And possession will stay with Rowan County with 2.6 seconds left in the third period. Rowan nearly doubling their first half points here in the third quarter. That pass thrown away. Smith had it tied up. Perkins can't get the shot off, and that's how the third quarter will end. It's Ashland 47, Rowan County 13. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back with this MyTown matchup on MyTown TV.
It's never been easier to replace your kitchen appliances with the ultimate kitchen bundle at Big Sandy Superstore. What's a kitchen bundle? Choose your fridge, choose your range, dishwasher, and microwave. Pick the finish you love and upgrade individual pieces to fit your needs. Need a French door fridge? Done. Wall oven and cooktop? You got it. When you bundle, you save hundreds. Buy the refrigerator and range, get the dishwasher and microwave free at Big Sandy Superstore.
Back here for the final 8 minutes of this MyTown matchup, Ashland and Rowan County. We were trying to put together our softball all-star team with just players participating in this game. And Nathan, I think we could put together a team that could compete at the state level.
Yep, Perkins for Rowan had just a little over 1 ERA, won 28 games last year.
Ford went for the steal on Smith. Smith now puts her head down and just drives, ended up losing it. Furnish ahead to Mann,
Good
ahead
find.
to Ford, who can't get the shot to fall, got her own, can't finish. And that one will go off of Ford, and possession will go towards the Kittens.
Everything just seems to be short. Short arming, short jumps.
Speaking of short, Laura Short on for Ashland, number 5. Avery Miller on the curl out to Zoe Smith. Here's Short. Duckweiler. Avery Miller. Smith on the step through. Can't get the shot to fall. Man with the rebound. Josie Furnish. She'll bring it up. Finds Ford on the wing, who's picked up by Lauren Short.
Good give and go.
Excellent, excellent play there between Furnish and Ford for the finish, and that was Furnish's first bucket of the game. Smith for three, off the mark. Man with the board.
Good find, another good touch pass.
Stacey Davis, I can tell she's starting to heat up on the sidelines, not like giving up these easy buckets.
That was Staggs with the assist.
Duckweiler can't get the runner to fall, and she'll go to the line to shoot two after the foul, which I believe that was Josie Furnish. No, check that. That was Ingalls. So Duckweiler on the line where she's a 71% free throw shooter on the season. This is her first trip today, and that one all net.
You know, overall, not a whole lot of fouls called today.
No.
I'm sure both sides are thinking there was some that was missed.
Duckweiler gets the second one to fall. Here's Ford. Trying to create on her own and does, but Avery Miller with a slap down to the last second sends it over the baseline. Rowan County will have it out of bounds underneath. Cut by Furnish, couldn't haul it in, so it'll be Ashland's ball going the other way. I think Ashland was one more open layup away from getting a timeout and a blasting from Coach Stacey Davis on the sidelines. You could see her starting to fume over there. Miller, she'll rise and fire from three, no good. Staggs with the board, taken away by Short. Furnish picks it up, and now it's Ford. Ford through traffic. Shows great composure there to hang on to the ball. Furnish looks underneath to Ford. Nice find.
They just switched it up.
Yeah. 30-point game now, 49-19 as Duckweiler tried to thread the needle. Short comes up with the loose ball. Her shot, can't get it to fall, but she'll go to the line. We'll see who that's against. So Kelby Ford called for the foul. That's her first, and that'll send Lauren Short to the line where she is a 100% free throw shooter on the season, granted a very small sample size, and that'll also give us an opportunity to take another Blackburn Avenue Giovanni's 30-second timeout. I don't know if I can wait until tomorrow, Nathan. The more I'm thinking about it, that's what happens when we have these Blackburn Avenue Giovanni's 30-second. I call them so many times that I end up calling for a pizza delivery on my way home or a pickup on my way home, which is probably what I'm going to do this time.
Yeah, the Rowan County fans, you know, they get to hear about the Blackburn Avenue Giovanni's all the time.
So Lauren Short at the line. Molly Seitz also on for Ashland. Molly, who is probably planning to feature a little more than she has this season for Ashland, but missed the first half of the season with a lower leg injury. She's just now sort of getting back and finding her form. Short knocks down her first one. And Short gets them both. The freshman keeps her percentage at 100 on the season. Ingalls being harassed by Short out front. Here's Ford now with Duckweiler on her this time. Man on the curl, blocked by Zoe Smith. So Ford will trigger it in for Rowan County with 5:10 left. The shot by Furnish off the mark. Rebound Molly Seitz. Here's Duckweiler. Nobody picks up Duck. The three off the mark. So it'll be Rowan's ball going the other way, and a couple subs on. It's Tomlinson, Tova Tomlinson.
And Joanna Engel.
We discussed her before the game, Nathan.
Engel, not to be confused with
Ingalls,
who is dribbling the ball right now. Tomlinson.
Staggs
is in the game as well.
Ingalls now trying to move on short. Instead tried to throw the post feed. It was picked off by Duckweiler. Duckweiler ahead to Zoe Smith, but she didn't have room to operate. Duckweiler now back in the corner, trying to turn the corner, lost the handle. Picked up by Johanna Engel. She'll walk it up for Rowan County. Here's man. Ingalls to enunciate now.
Smith, Ingalls.
Tomlinson had her shot blocked. And I believe that was against Short. That's her second foul, and that'll put Tova Tomlinson on the line.
Did have an opportunity during the boys' game during halftime to have a quick conversation with the new Rowan County football coach, Alan Harris. He's looking forward to his time. Been in mostly small schools up to this point, and I asked him what about Rowan County really caught his eye, and he said he's always wanted to be at a bigger school, and when the position come open, he felt like this was a good spot for him, that he'd be the best person for the job. So kind of looking forward to see what he can do with that Rowan County football program.
Well, it's definitely a big school with the highest press box we have in the 16th region. In fact, I can barely even see the field from up there. So glad you call those games. Ingalls with a runner, got it to fall. Lakaya Gould on for Ashland, as well as Michaela Harless. Here's Miller, skip pass to Harless, who finds Seitz on the low block, back out to Gould, but taken away by Stagg, nearly traveled with it. And Engel fouled right away by Harless. That'll allow some more subs to come on.
Yeah, we always had a pretty big set of stands there at Paul Ousley Field, and I never really noticed. I guess that press box is even higher than what it used to be. Of course, I never really had to get up into the press box as a player.
There's McKenzie to Laura, check that, Johanna Engel. Not Laura Engel.
We're going to get in trouble.
We're going to get in trouble for that one, yeah. Mylan Mason also on. I'm missing one. Who am I missing? I've got 13, 15, 30. Emma Brown on the line. Here we go. Brown on the season, a 50% free throw shooter, steps up and confidently drills her first one.
Gets her into the varsity scorebook.
Second one rattles home. Laura Short across the timeline for Ashland. Harless inside to Gould. Gould can't get the shot to fall. Molly Seitz with the rebound. She'll kick it back out to Short, who will fire from three and gets it to fall.
That was a two. She had her toe on the line.
Did she?
Yeah. Pudge Stafford said so.
I'll take his word for it. He had a better angle than I did. McKenzie had it taken away by Short. Short able to get her runner to fall. Here's Mila McKenzie across the timeline. Kicks to the corner to Brown. Brown trying to turn the corner after the screen. She'll rise and fire from the elbow and drills it.
She looked really comfortable in that little 15-foot jump shot.
Emma Brown, the microwave, 4 points off the bench quickly for Rowan County.
Is that a Vinnie Johnson reference?
Vinnie Johnson reference. You weren't expecting that today, were you? Miller.
Big fan of the bad boys.
Nice post feed from Miller into Gould on the roll. You know who else is? Ben Spicer, who's here under the basket right now doing some camera work for us. He'll have a highlight video up later on recapping tonight's game. Gregory lost the handle. Harless able to keep it in, picked up by Miller. Skip past the Sights, inside to Gould. Back to Sights in the corner, 3-ball. Still bouncing, off the mark. Gould rips down the board, can't get it to fall, rips down another one. This time it's out of bounds off Rowan County, so Ashland will have it again. Lakaya Gould, only a 7th grader, but you can tell by the way she plays, she is going to feature for this Ashland Kittens team for a very long time, especially with the absence of Ariana Gully next season.
Rowan County does have a number 44 in. We don't have her name. It's not on our roster or on the KHSAA roster.
Short with a nifty move on the baseline to get the shot to fall. Short now with 8 points. Bristol Clark now on for Ashland, the daughter of the volleyball coach, Jason Clark, who took his team to the Elite 8 this year. First time in school history that Ashland has ever made it that far in the state Sweet 16 volleyball tournament. Taken away by Piper Lemaster. She's ahead of the pack. Right-hand layup, gets it to fall. 61-26. Rowan trying to answer back. That one blocked by Lemaster. Lemaster couldn't run that one down. Possession will stay with Rowan County. And they have a running clock situation, so we might not get another playoff, as we're under 30 seconds. And here we go. Emma Brown will inbound for Rowan. So from here, Nathan, Rowan goes to 12-9 on the season. Ashland will improve their record to 17-3, and they've got a big date Monday night, a little revenge matchup right here against the against Portsmouth, who put a beating on them earlier this season. But as the clock winds down, that'll do it.
It's a little bit different team, though, than the team that played Portsmouth earlier in the year.
Absolutely, and we're going to take a break. It's Ashland over Rowan County, 61-26. We'll be back right after this to run down today's scores on MyTown TV.
Hi, this is Clay from Pollock's Jewelers. So much has changed, especially over the last 30 years. Now the latest craze, lab-grown diamonds. As the only certified gemologist appraiser in the tri-state area, happy to help you. Thanks again for all your support and friendship over the years. We'll see you soon.
It's not just about saving up. It's learning what it means to earn something for yourself, a few dollars at a time. It's about earning your independence. Every deposit, every goal, every step closer. People's Bank. Working together, building success.
They say products aren't built to last, and that they just don't make things like they used to. Since 1953, Big Sandy's been serving our customers quality and reliability at a great price. And that's why we're proud to carry Speed Queen, quality washers and dryers built here in America, with commercial-grade metal parts and backed by industry-leading warranties. Get the guaranteed lowest price and fast delivery on all Speed Queen appliances at Big Sandy's Superstore.
Whoa, hey, fellas. You know the routine.
My bad. We got you.
John?
Now entering Clarks, number 24 from Georgetown, Kentucky, Malachi Marino. Make some noise for number 22, Drayton Hawthorne. You know him, you can't guard him. From Woodford County, number 2, Jasper Johnson.
Return, fresh, fuel. Clarks.
Mom, what's for dinner?
Fresh Start Health is now accepting new patients in Moorhead. Walk-ins are welcome for primary care, counseling, hepatitis and STI treatment, psychiatry, and addiction medicine. Book online at freshstarthealth.com or call 606-225-8200. Fresh Start Health next to Fazoli's, Moorhead.
This country runs on skilled hands, and right now, we don't have enough of them. Electrician jobs are booming, and IBEW Local 317 is training the folks who'll keep America lit. If you're ready to learn a trade that matters, visit us at 1848 Madison Avenue, Huntington.
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
Back to wrap things up here from James A. Anderson Gymnasium. This My Town matchup between Ashland and Rowan. Ashland won the big way, 61-26. Nathan, I think you mentioned it. We've mentioned it several times. Rowan looked like a team that played a tough game less than 18 hours ago.
Yeah, but even then, and you're going to go over stats here in a little bit, but they played fairly. Even Ashland scored 61. Mm-hmm. They played pretty good defense. I think you mentioned you're going to talk about it in a minute, but nobody really come close to their averages on Ashland, which speaks to the defense that Rowan was playing. They just could not get any shots to fall. Right.
It's not that Ashland went on a big scoring run. Ashland is capable of putting up 80, 90 points in a game, and they've done it a few times this year. But this Rowan County, for the position they put themselves in for not making shots, didn't do a terrible job defensively against this Ashland Kittens team, held them to under their average. And let's talk about the scorers tonight for Rowan County. They were led by number 14, Kelby Ford, with 10. Behind her, it was Ellie Ingalls with 6, Cassie Perkins with 5, Emma Brown with 4, Josie Furnish with 3, and Samantha Pico with 1. And for Ashland, they were led by Gabby Carley with 12 points, 4 points under her average, Alexis Troxler with 10, Lauren Short and Brooklyn Duckweiler with 8 apiece, as well as Ariana Gully, who also chipped in 8. Zoe J. Smith with 3, Brooke Campbell with 3, and Addison Wolf with 2. And as I mentioned, the Kittens, next up for them will be Monday night, where they'll take on Portsmouth and try to avenge that loss they suffered before the break in a really physical matchup just up the river. And that will be a dandy if you're around and you want to see some good basketball Monday night. You're going to have plenty of chances as we've got games all over, but Monday night right here at James A. Anderson Gymnasium, the Kittens taking on Portsmouth, and that will be a war, as Portsmouth is one of the favorites to win state again in Ohio, so you don't want to miss that one. And then, Nathan, you've got this Rowan County team again a few times next week, don't you?
Yeah, I've got them on Monday. They will play at home against East Carter, and then they will turn around, kind of the same situation. They're going to turn around and play the very next day on Tuesday. They are headed to Menifee County, another 61st District matchup, and that's going to be a big one because both Rowan and Menifee are both 4-1 in the district.
A lot on the line for that one.
But what's interesting is, Menifee County's already beat Rowan this year one time, but then they turned around and lost to Bath County, who's only won one district game. They're 1-6 in districts and lost to Bath by 1 point. And so that game tomorrow or on Tuesday very well could decide the number 1 seed in the 61st. Then I think Rowan has one more game against the 61st district, and that is against Fleming County. They are 2-3, so they are definitely locked up, probably to be that number 3 seed. But number 1 and 2 is up for grabs in the 61st between Menifee and Rowan. So that'll be a big game on Tuesday. And again, it'll be the same situation where they're playing a game with 24 hours after another one. So we'll see how that turns out.
And we're finally in for a break in the weather, so we might actually get some games in this week if the creek don't rise, because it should be in the 60s in the middle of the week, should melt away all this snow and ice and hopefully put all that behind us and let us get back to playing a basketball schedule that's reliable and that we can get out there and finally call some games rather than, calling the movement of our pets around the house, which is what most of us are doing when we don't have these opportunities to get out and get into these gyms. But any final thoughts before we get out of here, Nathan?
Still got a lot of basketball left, and we may be adding some games, as teams try and get some makeups in with some of these snow outs. So, keep watching our social media pages and see what games will be available, and we'll get as many of them as we can.
So for Nathan River and for my broadcast crew, Josh Pack and Jeff Moore up in the Crow's Nest here at James A. Anderson Gymnasium, I'm Chris Pullum. I want to thank you for joining us, and until next time, so long, everybody.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we're here to make every moment even better. From grabbing lunch at Fat Patty's, to sweets at Sweet Peace Bakery, to finding the perfect gift downtown at the local Mercantile or Holly Bees. Your MCCU card helps you shop local with just a tap. This season, support local and pay with ease all around Ashland with MCCU with our new Tap to Pay debit and credit cards. Your money, your future, your choice. Members Choice Credit Union.
I was tired, wasn't getting very good sleep. I was dragging. I think deep down I knew something was wrong. Felt quite a bit of pain in my chest. Next thing you knew, I was in doing a heart cath. I absolutely felt better immediately. Right back to work Monday morning with no kind of complications whatsoever. I know a lot about heating and air conditioning, but you guys are the ones that know about hearts.
Inspired Heart Care at UK King's Daughters.